Now in your thing, wow.
Glad to hear you.
What? What'd you say?
Hey, where's the like and follow? Is it over here?
What's
Right?
that? What's
Right here.
Oh, it made it
Right
simple
here,
for me
right here.
today. It made it simple for me today. Number one, baby. Oh, I mean, up.
I'm getting
Up.
some. Hold on, I'm getting an announcement in my ear.
Is someone calling in? You need
No,
to call? Is it a call?
No, line 3 has been on there for a while.
Moose,
You know who
Moose
you're
missed
looking for.
his line, is what they said. Moose.
Oh.
No, I wouldn't make that. Oh man. What's man?
Are we taking calls today, or should I just don't even worry
I think
about
we're
that?
taking calls.
There's certain things I just cannot get out of my head right now.
Man.
Why don't you play our song, man?
Yeah.
Our song?
Go ahead.
No,
At least it's Magic Mike's song, that's for sure.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Ready? Here it is.
Yeah.
That's good. All right.
I was talking about ours for real, or like
which one? We have a few.
Any one of them. Any one of them.
You need to get it out of your. You need to get it out of your system.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
How about this one?
There we go.
Yeah. What?
Podcast for sci-fi. Tune in, let's talk. Hosted by Moose, Magic Mike, and Game God. Yeah, talking everything sci-fi. So turn up your radio, bringing you that extra, like extra terrestrial. From movies to comics, plenty interviews. We got it. From Long Live and Prosper to Beam Me Up, Scotty. You're in the right place if it's sci-fi you like. Yeah, all things sci-fi come to life. Podcast for sci-fi. Let's go.
I love it.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff.
Let's bring it back.
Let's bring it back. It never left.
Oh man.
The whole time I heard that song in my head. The whole time.
I was gonna say something. That's why I was like, I gotta get this out of my head.
Oh man, sometimes it's just hey guys, you know what? Prime Day today.
Prime Day.
Prime.
It's your prime time.
And I'm gonna have a shameless plug in here too for Game God. Shameless plug.
Sheesh, are you kidding?
A shameless plug.
Can I talk about did I ever get I probably never showed you this. But remember the like I forgot what they call them, like itty bitty
Kyber crystals.
No. No, not that. Remember these little things that have a little speaker?
Yes. Yep.
Right? Okay. Well, did I ever show you? Hold on.
Prime got them on sale right now, $2 a piece.
They probably do not. But
hey, by the way, a side piece that you remember that the Star Wars thing for the dot. They're invitation only for sale. Invitation only. Hey, guess what? Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
the same guy who got Astro.
Yeah, that's right. All right,
he's gonna be returning soon.
You guys seen these, right?
Yeah, but rocket shakers.
This is
what?
They're like it's called the itty bitties or something, right? Itty bitties.
Yeah. Go ahead, man. I got you, Magic Mike. Magic Mike wanted to say something right after the itty bitties.
Listen, all right. Well, I saw something else. I don't understand this. What in has no idea. They have no idea. All right, check it out. So here we are, right? These are speakers. They're Bluetooth speakers, and you can tune them to your thing. But and of course, they were made to be kind of small and compact, and you can kind of take them anywhere. And then they have these that are like they're like super big, and and they're cool looking. I wouldn't say get it for the sound.
Okay.
Because it just doesn't have it. Look, your Amazon Echo, it sounds better, I'm sure.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But it's not heavy. It has no bass.
Oh, okay.
That's all tweeters. That's all tweeters.
It looked like it had a mount. Is it the mount on the wall? It looked like it had a flat back.
It does have a flat back.
Okay.
It does. It does not mount.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But yeah, Grogu here is hidden. But yeah, that's kind of cool, right?
That is cool. Is it only Grogu that comes, or do they have different ones?
I think they have different ones, but I picked up Grogu. I don't know.
Yeah. So I tried to on Prime Days try to get what you got, Mandalorian, the Darth Vader, or whatever. They said invitation only. They said we'll let you know when you can buy it.
Listen, I told you guys, you gotta jump on.
Hey, well, you big money.
No,
you can. I don't have that kind of money.
No, you can buy it at like the $40 price tag that it was, but to get it like at 25 or 30, it's invite only.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, there you go.
That's and it's not $9.99, so
it ain't mine. So
yeah, exactly right. You know how that works.
That's all I have. I don't have any real show and tell. Prime Days is out though. It is Prime Day. And today and tomorrow.
Let me go see what alerts I got. Hold on.
Moose, while you look, Moose, I know that you are usually 2 hours into Prime Day. You've already spent about half a grand.
Yeah.
And so what do you think so far, Prime Days?
I think that I'm still waiting. I was like, did it start? And even though my banner says it started, I haven't ordered a thing yet.
There doesn't seem to be anything that's just like like Blockbuster or anything.
I mean, look, I'm all in for like the some of the Echo stuff, but I own almost all of that already. So, am I gonna get it again? No, So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think it's a good time to buy like the Echo Studios or the Echo, the big Echo shows or the Echo. Like, I think those are, it's a good deal. But as far as anything else, I mean, if you don't have it already, I'd take it because it'd be my third one. Like, oh, I got the Echo Show 15 or something. It's the frame that goes on the. You get hang up. Like, I already have two of them. What, I need a third? Like, no, I don't need a third.
It's funny when you look at it and they say, "Oh, new and improved," and all they did was add like a digital clock to it. Like, oh, I don't got that one. I want that one. It's like anything different? No, just a clock.
Remember that the last one I just showed you guys. Remember it was kind of a purplish or blue or teal or something like that. So that one, I think it's a good deal right now. I think it's like, I don't know, $17.99 or something on the Prime. So. The problem is that I already own it, so now I'm thinking, well, I paid $30.
Return the other one. Return the other one.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not going to order it just to return the other one.
All right.
Thankfully, Amazon's really good for returns, so you can't beat that.
Or you dispute it.
Or you dispute it.
So yeah, I'm with you, Moose. I haven't seen anything that and I think also they start Prime with like pre-Prime days or preview Prime. And I'm like,
I didn't see anything leading up to it though either.
Yeah, so
if you guys see something cool, let me know. I went through my list because if you go through your list, you save for later list.
Right.
That, I have like 1,200 items in. I start going through that. It's true. So I start going through that. And I'm like, okay, does anything that I have, come up with a deal? And there's a couple, but nothing that I go, oh, like there's stuff that I go, oh, I'll save that for later. And it wasn't the price that I put it in save for later. It's not like I couldn't afford it, so I put it in save for later. It's just like that's kind of cool. I'll save for later. I'll wait until I see a good deal.
I may or may not get it.
So I do the same thing, and I'm like, you know what? It's okay price. It might go down. Let me look.
Yeah.
I'll wait.
So for example, I
have an example too, but go ahead.
I saw a backpack.
Oh
yeah, well, you know me. So I saw
35,007.
Yeah, exactly. So this it was like 35. It was like $36.99. Okay, that's a regular price, and I'm like,
reduced from $50 or regular price?
No, that's the regular price. So I'm like, okay, that's okay. I'll save that for later. I think that's cool. Prime days come, today, so I check on it. My list of things, and it's 20% off. So it's like $29.99. I'm like, I'm good. Yeah. There's no incentive there for me to buy it.
Not yet. Because that sounds like a regular price.
It sounds like a regular price. I would have waited for $29.99 already.
Yes,
so if you're gonna get me, come half off. Hey,
$22.99, 37% off.
Nah, I'm good. I'm good.
So it's funny that you mentioned that I saw on there something pretty cool. Water flosser. So I don't know if
it's a water pick.
Pick?
Yeah. So I'm like, that's pretty cool. Like to you, I'm like, that's pretty cool. Like it's not anything you like go out of the way and buy because my little flossers work fine. And I'm like, that's not. But I put in the cart. Like,
throw that out there, Magic Mike, just to make sure that he knew that we knew that he has his regular.
Yeah. They're the cheap ones, but they're there.
Okay.
They're less than $4.99. But I put it in there, and I think it was on the regular price $99, on sale for $79. I said, that's I would buy it, but let me wait. Prime Days, put it in there. Got an alert, $54.99. You got it. Let's go.
Okay, you got it. All right,
that's right.
I give you one more example. Yesterday, someone told me about something, so I was like, okay, I'll go check it out. So I go in, I see it. It's like I don't know. It's marked down to like $100, $109.
Okay.
This is yesterday, and then there was a $40 coupon. So now I could get it for like $60.
Okay.
$69.
It was in Kohl's.
I'm like, what? What did you say? I don't even know.
It was in Kohl's. It's Kohl's bucks.
No cash. No, this is on Amazon. So now I'm like, there's a coupon. So I'm like, oh wow, okay. Well, this is it got to be a better deal tomorrow, right?
Yeah. It's going in the right direction.
I checked today. Now it's $89. And I'm like, what? Hold on a second. No coupon, just $89. And I'm like,
you missed it.
No, like this is ridiculous. Like,
you missed the chance, man. That was it.
The coupon was for one day only. No one said that.
Hey, they messed up. They're like, oh, don't put that coupon. That's for the last day.
Hey, coupon. I say coupon. I don't know. I don't know if there's a difference, but
I don't know.
And Game Gods will always.
All I know is that Game God's going to be getting a water pick in his house soon. So
that's right.
In the house.
That's right.
In the house.
You gonna see me get out? Hey,
he's gonna have a water pick in his house.
Water pick
in your house.
This podcast is not going to come off the ground today.
Oh man, I'm so sorry.
A podcast in your house.
Yeah.
Can we just start? Please.
Hey, play our music. Play our music.
Play the music. In your house.
You gotta stop.
All right.
Bitties in your house.
I'm turning my headsets off.
Yeah. All right. Let me let's get this thing started.
Podcast derailed.
Yeah. Podcast derailed. That's episode 397. All right, here we go. Let's start this. Ahsoka has a second trailer. Blue Beetle has a second trailer. Twisted Metal has a second trailer. Also, if you don't know, Threads has a first trailer. Let's talk about it. And if you want to, it goes something like this. Oh no, I'm just kidding. It goes like this.
I'm just kidding.
According to Wikipedia, a nerd is a person seen as overly intellectual, obsessive, introverted, or lacking social skills. Many so-called nerds are described as being shy, quirky, pedantic, and unattractive. We're here to prove Wikipedia right.
Oh, look who they let in.
This is Podcast for Sci-Fi, where all things sci-fi come to life. If it's fantasy, sci-fi, gaming, movies, interviews, we're talking about it. We're talking about it. This is Podcast for Sci-Fi, and here's your host, Moose, Game God, and Magic Mike.
Welcome to Podcast for Sci-Fi, where all things sci-fi come to life. Oh, we had a great time in the pregame. I can't believe it. Episode number 396, off the rails.
Or in your house.
In your house. Oh, Magic Mike.
Yeah, Magic Mike's struggling. I don't think he's going to make it today. Magic Mike is not going to make it today.
It's going to be tough.
Don't worry about it. We're here in the house with you.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. Thanks for, if you're listening to on your podcast app, thanks for joining us. And thanks for hanging out with us. All right. Well, I don't know where to start tonight. I don't think it's going to be a long night, but we could certainly talk about anything. I know that the least favorite topic would probably be what? Threads, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I'm just the least exciting.
I would agree with that.
That I would agree with.
Okay. All right. So what do you know about Threads? Have you heard of this yet? Have you heard the app called Threads?
So I have, and it's funny is that when I first heard it, heard about it, I'm like, what is Threads? Like, so it came out. It was launched on July 5th. So was that about a week ago now at this point?
Sure.
And
or
you know,
days, yeah.
yeah, you see it on the other social media platforms. You see, I just signed up in Threads. I'm like, is this like a discount thing, or like what's going on? Like, I really didn't know what it was. I felt like I was in a commercial. I just signed up for Threads.
Joanne Fabrics, yeah,
yeah, so, yeah. It's like Threads bucks. It's like
that's a reward program. Threads,
yeah, Threads in the house. It's like Anyway, so I'm like, what is it? So I start to look into it. Discount close. What's up, Kenny? What's up, Gene?
Discount close. I love that. Yeah, hey, Kenny.
And so I said, what is going on here? And Threads is just another social media platform.
Social media platform. Yeah. Another one. Yep. They're not sponsored. We're not sponsored by Threads.
Yeah. No.
And so how is it different? Well, it's not really. It's kind of like Twitter. And that's about it.
Yep.
As a matter of fact, Twitter or Elon Musk has even hinted at saying, "Oh, we're going to take out a lawsuit against Threads."
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, they're some of them are ex-Twitter employees.
Okay.
I mean, that's not. I guess that's not.
That's not crime. That's not a crime.
That's not crime. I mean, that's what people do that all the time.
Called PlayStation and Xbox.
But yeah, it is a different social media platform. It's the fastest growing social media platform.
Correct. So here's the nuts and bolts about it. It's a platform that allows you to publish short posts and updates that are 500 characters.
Oh,
up to 500 characters.
Of course.
And now you can put links, photos, and videos up to 5 minutes long.
Okay. So they're just trying to combine like reels and like I said, it's like a Twitter redone. Yet this is owned by Meta, so this is a fake.
I like Gene made it funny. Instead of tweeting,
good,
are you sewing?
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, I don't know what they're going to call it. I don't know what they would call it.
I've heard a negative to it, and I don't know if it's a real negative or not, but I've heard that once you sign up, because it goes through the same,
Instagram,
Facebook, that in order to delete Threads, you have to delete Instagram.
Oh, is that right?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know
so
that.
They're linking them together, meaning that you have to have you have to keep Threads if you want to keep your Instagram. So I don't know. That's just what I've heard. If that's a big deal or not, I couldn't tell you. But
oh yeah. If you delete your Threads account, it's small print in the bottom. If you delete your Threads account, you have to also delete your Instagram account because they're tied together.
Which is again owned by Meta. It's a Meta product.
That's correct. Yep.
Yeah, so what's the point, guys? What is the point here?
I don't have time for another social media platform.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's just me. I just don't find it useful. I'm not saying it's not useful. Maybe it becomes the greatest thing, but for me at this point, I go, I'm good. And when you sign up, I think it uses your Instagram name.
Correct.
So it's not like you're creating a new name. You got to use the same name.
Yep. Yeah, so the biggest news about it is that in less than a week, it's had over 100 million signups.
Yeah, and that's the fastest, right? And that's okay. I mean, I guess that says something. But to me, is it just me, or do I think that another social media platform? And I'm not trying to take away from any business idea because that's fine. I think if you have business ideas and you can make money, great. But and by the way, right now there's no ads on it. That just means that it'll be coming. It's coming.
Right. It's
but
free for now.
And it's not. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm not on it, but I know a little bit about it. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it's you can follow certain people, but it's a algorithm that just kind of swipes through, kind of like the talk or So it's not like you're actually following people per se. It's an algorithm saying, oh, you watch this, so you might see this from these people. So it kind of goes up there. I just don't have enough time. There's not enough time in the day to add to another social media platform. That's just what I think with my time.
Well, it's funny is that you're absolutely right. There was a lot of negative stuff. There's no chronological feed.
Yeah.
There's no, that they're talking to advertisers right now. So that's coming, to your point, was coming on the way. There's no hashtags. So it seems like it's an unfinished project that they just put out there because
it's
this came out
still in beta, really.
Yeah, and what it did, it came out around the same time, Elon, I guess, put some limitations on Twitter.
Right.
And so they just threw that out there. Like, it's not done. Let's throw it out there. So that's what it seems like. We don't got advertisements. We don't got hashtags. We don't got nothing. We may be able to message each other, DMs or something like that, but we haven't decided yet. Let's just put it on there. No web interface, no nothing. This, hey, you know what? Let's put bare bone stuff out there. Instagram before it was Instagram.
Yeah, to your point, Moose, I don't have the time for what I have now. I don't need another one. And like you said, maybe it's going to be huge, and maybe they upgrade it and do all these different things to it when it finally comes out like it's supposed to, maybe. But I don't see a benefit to another one. I mean,
I guess the other thing is, if you don't care about your privacy a lot, like if you're on Facebook and things like that, you give them access to a lot of stuff, and Threads is the same accessible data that you're giving them. So it's just another platform that they earn data from.
Well, think about it.
If you're okay with that, I guess why not?
But think about it. Why are they accessing your Instagram piece? Like, I know you say it's a Meta product, right?
Yeah.
But why does it, if you want to delete it, you have to delete Instagram? Because they're taking, it's like almost leeching off everything Instagram has already done. Look, just so you guys know, and kind of go past this, as a Twitter last year at the end of the year had 259 million daily active users, right?
Yeah.
Instagram had 1.39 billion daily active users. So what's the easiest way to build a new platform? Well, it was suck the other one dry.
Yeah.
and there you go. Instantly you got the same numbers on another platform. So that's what it seems like they're doing.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. They're just pulling the same information. That's all they're doing. Say, okay, we're going to have this many automatic users already.
Yeah.
Yep.
So there you go. I mean, it literally is mindless, I think, at times. I don't have time. Can somebody build a platform where I get more time? That's what I need.
Hold on, let me put that in.
Yeah, put that in.
And make sure it has advertisements.
Yeah, I need advertisements too. A lot of them.
So
can you fill half my feed up with advertisements? All right. Well, let's go.
Now that's out the way. Let's keep going.
That still took too long.
Still took too long. Yeah, I agree with that. Thank you, Magic Mike. How about Twisted Metal? So a new extended version of Twisted Metal came out. This is a Peacock, a streaming a series.
Exclusive,
yeah. Okay. Who wants to go first? Magic Mike, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll go first. So I'm still at the point where I don't think this should be a series. I think this should be a movie and move on with it. It looks funny. I think Anthony Mackie is funnier than I thought as I watched this trailer. So that part was kind of a little new to me because we've seen him in some serious roles with a little bit of inside jokes, but you can see a little humor from him.
Yeah.
But it reminds me of the game without question. That is what it does, and that's what it's supposed to do. But I think that I saw the whole thing. It feels like I saw the whole series in this trailer because, like you said, most of the extended trailer. So
yeah,
I'm
still up in the air about it, but I think it should just be a movie in hour and a half and then be done with it.
Okay.
So I believe when we talked about the teaser trailer a couple weeks ago, I was so against it. I was like, this looks like trash. And this, I did, with a 30-second teaser. I gotta tell you, man, they pulled me in. I'm a buyer. I'm a buyer, man. And so here's all the good things I've seen. It's hilarious. It's funny. I felt like I was laughing throughout the whole trailer.
Okay.
And to your point, Magic Mike, Anthony Mackie, we do see him in different roles. So seeing him in this, I'm like, oh man, he is pretty funny. He had these one-liners that were pretty cool.
Yeah.
I wanted to see Sweet Tooth. I got to see him. I like what I see. I'm like, okay, because he's supposed to be, psychotic and all that stuff. So I did like that. And as I watched the extended trailer here, I felt like I was watching the game. Like I really, the characters for me started to see the different personalities, the cop, the agent, I'm like, oh, I remember that guy. It's like, so I'm starting to now recognize the Twisted Metal characters of the game. And I got to disagree with you. I think it should be a series because in the game, you have multiple parts, right? You have more, I think it was 4 of them or 5. How many Twisted Metals?
Might be right.
Oh,
I don't know.
It might have been 6.
Right. So, and the reason why I say it should be a series is because it will allow you to add characters like in the game. So, one season will be, Twisted Metal 1, maybe season 2 is Twisted Metal 2 or 3, whatever it may be. So it allows you to, and it gives you that flexibility that if it really takes off, which I think it will, if it really takes off, you can expand upon it. So I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great.
9 games, by the way. Sorry to interrupt.
9.
There you go. Definitely needs to be a series.
They were that successful. I just sold my Twisted Metal 1, the first one.
Too early.
On the PS1. I know.
Too soon. $20.
Put a Twisted Metal in your house. Yeah. I don't know if I'm not so sure that I'm all in on this episode, this series. To Magic Mike's point, it was funny. Yeah, it was. To your point, it was funny. But I need to see more action. The storyline seems kind of weak, so I just need to see more action, because Twisted Metal to me as a game was just an action game. I
was going to say there was no storyline.
Right. There was no. Really. I was going to say you're asking for a storyline. There is none. That's why
I need to see more action. I need to see more shoot 'em up. I need to see more cars, and I think they'll produce that. Sure.
I think they don't want to show it now because I think that's where the bread and butter is at.
But I think they need it. I think if you want to pull in an audience, that maybe this is it. This is to run off of. You think about how many Fast and the Furious there were. 10,
12, 13, 25.
So if they were able to do that many, they could capitalize on the car people that want to see different. Like me, I didn't see all of Fast Furious, but I'm a car guy. I'd like to see the cars of Twisted Metal. That's just my opinion.
Hey, and I think Magic Mike, you had mentioned off air or in the pregame about who played Sweet Tooth, and you mentioned it was Samoa Joe, who actually he's the character,
right?
But Will Arnett does the voice.
And that was the other thing. Nev Campbell in it. I just thought that was pretty interesting. That she plays a main person in the in the series. That's kind of interesting to me, at least.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah, exactly. And we just saw her at MegaCon in Orlando, but I didn't even realize she was in Twisted Metal. No idea.
July 27th, man. It's right around the corner.
Oh,
I thought it was further out.
Yeah, I did too. Interesting.
No, yeah, the other thing coming out right around the corner, Blue Beetle, I think is later this year. Is that right?
Correct. Yeah, because the trailer that just came out was the final trailer.
Yeah. Is it so?
Oh, was it really?
Which one's first? Which one is first? Ahsoka or Blue Beetle?
No, Ahsoka I think is first, because Ahsoka is August 20 something.
23rd.
Yeah, two episodes. So Blue Beetle.
Blue Beetle, yeah. This is a longer trailer. Showed a little bit more of a little bit more action, a little bit more understanding of the scarab and things like that. And it looks really good still. I was sold on it previously. I'm sold on it now. I think this thing looks terrific, and you can tell there's a storyline there, but you don't need to tell a whole bunch of story. I mean, this is a movie, so you need to tell the story, get to it, sell it, tell the story, and then get to the action and set up a bad guy. They did that. They did that effectively in the trailer, so I think it's going to be good.
Here's what I would ask you though, Moose. Do you feel like I said with Twisted Metal, do you feel like you got too much of it? Too much of the trailer. It was almost if you had the beginning, the middle, and the end.
I saw the whole movie. Yeah, I saw the whole movie. But I still think it's going to be good.
I think it's going to be really good. My only concern is we talked about this before as well, is what are they going to do with the CGI piece? Because before we saw a lot of CGI, and I don't want to see the Flash CGI again. I don't want to see that. So I'm hoping that we're going to get better. But I will say that as I watch this, like you, Moose, this looks great. And I feel like I was watching the Blue Beetle from Justice League or Young Justice. And it felt like that was exactly what I was getting. It was just coming from what we know. So that's exciting, and I'm ready to see it.
Well, it's funny you guys mentioned all these great points. The Blue Beetle is a character that I think that a lot of people really came to like in Young Justice and in the animated, because he's been in the comic books and he's always been. I think in the game Injustice is also when he became very popular because this is how yeah, I think so.
He was in Injustice 2. What was Injustice 2 or what was
Injustice 2?
Okay, I never played that. I
Yeah,
played
Injustice 2. And he is he's pretty powerful in the game because he can make all these weapons and stuff. So as I watch this, and we just recently came off of watching or talking about The Flash, I'm like, this is a DCU movie because the DCU of The Flash doesn't look like this.
Yeah.
And then I started to think, well, maybe they used the money. They put it under the Flash budget, but they used it over here. But nevertheless, I gotta tell you, it looked great. I didn't think the special effects at any point in time, because you can get lost in trying to make it too much like the comic book.
Yeah.
And start to lose the, man, I know we're in a fantasy world, but man, that doesn't look good. So it's still believable in that tech piece and everything like that. I thought it had just enough humor in the trailer.
Yeah.
And to your point, we just talked about action. I don't think they showed all the action. I think this trailer for me showed just enough. The beginning, the intro of the guy, a little bit of his history, a bad guy that's probably throughout the film, which is the Conrad Carapax. I don't know how to say it right. Yeah. And then you see Susan Sarandon's character is like the long-term bad guy.
Yeah.
That's what it seems like. So you got to see those three. But I'm pretty certain, just in the normal superhero movie, that there's going to be some cameos and stuff like that, because this is maybe.
Do you think you can have a cameo in Blue Beetle though? We just went cameo all day in Flash. I don't think you could have another cameo in Blue Beetle. That's my opinion.
I don't think you need to.
Yeah. No, I don't think you need to, but I think like in an end credits, you'll probably get something.
But don't give me, if you're going to give me a cameo, don't give me anybody that just seen a recent movie.
That's
What you want, say? Nicolas Cage? Nicolas Cage.
No. No. Give me. No, I need to see somebody like
Artemis.
Yeah, Green Arrow, Artemis. Somebody.
I was going to say, something maybe Young Justice or something like that.
Give me something of that. Then I'm okay with it.
August 18th, by the way, guys.
By the way, August 18th. By the way, I think the future of DC, if they because they've gone through so many iterations, I think that if they start planning this out with a Young Justice, I think they could do it right.
Yeah,
I mean, they could really have a good Young Justice movie, a series.
Moose, you are right on the button with that, because you can have the Justice League as the leadership. And they just show up every once in a while. They don't need to be
just like they do in the animation.
Exactly. And you have Red Tornado there, which would be just a voice.
Oh, Red Tornado would be cool.
That would be, Moose, you said it. I hope they're listening. That's what we need to see, is some Young Justice. Go that direction.
And it's funny is that Young Justice, is it 4 seasons they came with 3? I can't remember.
3, I think.
I think they only made 3.
4, that would be great, but I think it was 3.
Yeah. So Young Justice, I know we've talked about it before. When he came out, the first season kind of came under the radar, and then kind of really took off. I think it took off when it went away, right? I think they did 1 season and kind of went away, and everybody was petitioning to get it back. And it's a great show.
Great, yeah.
And then season 2 came out, and we were like, season 2, what we wanted. And we got more of what we wanted. And in season 3, I think we said it was like, it's in the middle somewhere.
Yeah.
Because our expectations were really high at this point. But I think, to your point, I think we have the fatigue of the old characters, right? The Justice League, right? The MCU, the Avengers.
You can't just keep giving me a new one. It's like we're about to get a new Superman.
Yeah.
Do we need a new Superman, really? I mean, really?
I don't really.
Not really. Yeah.
No.
So it just gets kind of, it does wear on you, and you're like, why are we changing?
And I think what we struggled with Young Justice, now that I think about it, they started going to some love stories that we just didn't need, and that probably started playing some role in that story.
Correct. That's exactly right.
Yeah, we just didn't need that, but we need to slow down on the Batman and the Justice or the Superman and things like that. Let's go to Young Justice. DC, I hope you're listening.
Yeah. Let's get some new stuff out there, new content. That's I guess is what we're looking for. Some grow on some of these great characters.
Said it for years,
Yep.
Don't rehash the same. Just give me new content. I'm perfectly fine with it.
But there's a caveat to that. If you're gonna give me new content, make sure you do it right. Don't give me skinny Craven. Don't give me like
new content, meaning that you don't change anything. Just pick a different a series.
That's exactly right.
And mimic the series. It's going to be successful if you mimic the series. If you try to change it too much, I think you're that's wrong. No different than Deadpool and Wolverine. I mean, we're talking about Wolverine.
Wow, nice transition.
Man, that's where I was gonna go.
A nice transition. Very good. I like that.
It's innate. It's innate. I'm unbelievable at it, honestly.
Yeah, I wish that was on Prime.
Yeah, it's a good deal.
Buy that.
I'd buy that for $1. Name the movie. All right,
RoboCop. Moose, since you went, because I was going to go that way too, because I was going to ask you, because now instead of going, it's kind of new, but it's also going old school. Have you seen Wolverine's uniform in the movie?
Yeah,
of course.
And again, you look at it going, okay, now I want to see that.
Yes,
absolutely.
And it's still is original. It's still something that you want to see. But
Hey, so on that really quick, you guys get our sources. I don't know if you got the video. There's a video of the fight scene between Deadpool and Wolverine.
I have not seen it, and I don't think I want to see it.
I've seen it without the visual effects, obviously.
Yeah.
But there's a stunt double and everything. I was like, it was pretty cool to watch the wire work and everything. So, but yeah, it's you want to give the fans what they want. And I'm gonna ask you guys with that topic right there. If you knew, let's go the biggest topic of comic books, the Infinity War, right?
Yeah.
If you knew how that was going to play out in the movies, but they just made a movie of the comic book, would you still see it?
Yes.
Even though you knew how it was going to end, who was going to take him out, you would still go. What about you, Magic Mike?
Yeah, because,
absolutely.
Yeah. Can I? What, you wouldn't have?
I would too, but I'm just saying. Okay. So why do they think that the fans don't want it?
I don't know, because here's what I like. Because see, in a comic book, we have how big is a comic book nowadays? It's nothing.
It's 6 pages and 12 advertisements.
Yeah. There's so many panels that you can get, and you get a fight scene, and so you might have a fight scene that has let's say 12 panels at best, and then the fight is over. And then maybe it's longer. Maybe the whole series is a fight. So what are you gonna get? 16 panels for one fight, and that's it. Now you're telling me I get to get a movie with it. So that's the difference for me. I go, no, I want to see it. I want to see it live. I want to see it. I want to see the action.
Yeah.
And I haven't been a fan of comic books for many, many years. I love the comics. So yeah, give that to me. And no different than animation with X-Men, stick to the story. I'm good with that. You can create new stories, but stick to the original characters.
Yeah, and if you remember, we talked a little bit about it early on in the Infinity War series, which was we knew where it was going, and we said, well, it's not going to be the way that the comic book ends, and so are we going to like it? And we weren't sure at the time, and we did like it. It was great, but I would still like to see what we get in the comics on the big screen.
Listen, if they took Transformers, the 1986 animated movie, and made it into a CGI movie, I don't care. I watch Prime Dice 12 times, right? Because as a cartoon, I watched it. Don't grieve for me. Prime, I'm just a foot soldier. Just so things like that. I'd watch it because I want to see. I know the technology that can go behind making it look real. So if they took that whole Unicron scene and Prime, listen, I can phrase the whole movie. You know that I said I would have waited an eternity for this.
Okay,
it's over, Prime.
So let me help you. I'm going to give you a visual just because I can. Remember when Secret Wars in the comic book, you have the Hulk, and he's doing something very specific. What is he doing? You remember this picture of let me see if I can zoom in here. Let's see if I can give you one to think about. Do you remember this here? The Hulk holding up the mountain so it doesn't crush all the superheroes.
Yeah, that's iconic right there.
Yes. So if you give me the Secret Wars that I know and love, am I not going to go see it?
Absolutely.
No, absolutely. I'm going to see it, and I want to see that piece. I want to see that shot.
I'll give you one. I'll give you one better because it's a topic that's going on. Don't you want to see the scene where Craven is standing over Spider-Man in the graveyard with the water? Right?
Yeah,
absolutely. Listen, everybody who knows comic books about Spider-Man and knows Craven wants to see Craven holding him,
right?
Lifeless body of Spider-Man in the graveyard with the rain. Man, that's an iconic scene. Iconic scene, man.
Absolutely, and that's what you want to see. That's again. So we have all these things, and you're going, oh well. Would you still go see it? Of course, I want to go see it. Of course, I'll still see it because I want to see. I want to see what I remember, but I want to see live action.
Deep down, that's what we see when we go there.
Right. Exactly. That's what's in our mind anyway.
Yes.
So,
oh man, so many. When I talked about that cover right there, so many other covers just came up in my head. That
it's one of those things where
the black suit where he's in the web, and all the spiders are coming down.
Exactly.
So many iconic scenes. So many.
So
I don't understand why. There's too many people in the suits. Let's call it that. That think that they know always what the fans want, because sometimes they do. Sometimes they get it right. But then I think the percentage of getting it right to getting it wrong is probably like 30-70.
Listen, here's what I think. I don't think it's what they think that the fans want. I think it's this. Ooh, I remember that. But what if? No, stop with the what if. That's a whole nother series. We'll talk about a whole other comic book series.
That's exactly.
Go with what you see and what you know. Don't change it, as Moose said. Don't change the story. Stop. Just keep it going. Keep the characters. If you want to create something different, as Moose said, do that. Great. Absolutely. Yeah. I'm in to check it out.
Yeah.
But don't change what we got.
Don't change what I know. Yeah.
Moose, I see the wheels spinning there. I know there's a cover. There's a cover. There's a cover you want to. There's a cover that you're looking for in your mind specifically. Yeah. I know there is. I can see it.
And I'm like, oh, geez, I was so much I want to show.
Oh, absolutely. Listen, we can. I know we have the subtitles there. Derailed podcast derailed today. And
it has.
We can derail it with this one right here. You one cover after another cover after another cover. You talked about the Wolverine outfit, right?
Yeah.
When I saw that Wolverine outfit for the new Deadpool movie, the first thing I thought about was X-Force and Cable and Bishop.
Exactly right. And if they had that with that team, we would go bananas.
Yeah.
We would go bananas because that's what we would rather see than any of this other stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, you get Deadpool, Domino, Cable, but that and I always go back to that cosplay trio that did it really well too.
Yeah.
So I that's what I saw when I saw the suit. That's I'm like, oh man, that's nice. Now let's get the real Cable out.
Right.
With the big 22-inch pythons. It's like
right.
Let's get that Cable out. You know what? Let's get the Bishop with the long hair.
Man.
With the M on his eye. It's like that's what I want. Give me that Bishop. As a matter of fact, throw Mojo in there.
If you could give me Mojo and long shot,
oh my goodness,
man.
Hey, Sunspot. It's like let's go down the line. So I'm just saying, look at those are all, and those characters where they're not huge on their own, like you go to somebody who don't know who's Mojo. What are you talking about?
Right.
Long shot. Who's that?
Right.
That's nobody. But they all go together.
Yes.
The Genosha Island. The Sentinels, Master Mode.
That whole thing right there. It would sell. People would be going droves to see this at the theater.
Absolutely.
They haven't done.
I just got an idea as we were talking about this. So you had the Infinity War for MCU, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, all you gotta do is the Mutant Extinction event with the X-Men, where you have Genosha Island, the Sentinels. You can do the Sentinels.
Easy.
Easy. Master Mode. You can get Master Mode in there. You can get Mr. Sinister.
And then you have a whole new piece.
A whole new franchise. They can open 5 amusement parks with
it. I love it.
But hey, listen, a wormhole there you can go down with that, man.
All right, how about let's go let's move on to Ahsoka. Ahsoka's trailer has come out. This is the closest to a long trailer, extended trailer you're going to get They show a lot in this trailer, don't they?
They show an incredible amount, but it doesn't change the fact that it's incredible. And this looks like this could be the best Star Wars series to date.
Why'd you let Magic Mike go first?
Oh,
Man, this looks so good. I'm excited. We finally get to see the face of Admiral Thrawn.
Yeah.
And man, oh gosh, I'm getting goosebumps just talking about it. They pull it together. The fight scenes are good. The storyline is there. I'll save some for you guys, but I'm excited. This looks incredible.
Moose, I'll let you anchor it because I know you got some good stuff there. Let me tell you, this trailer had everything. It had the characters you want to see. It had the lightsaber fighting that they had there. Man, the choreograph looked great. I mean, I know they show snippets, but man, did you see how she moved in the what's her name? Shin? Is it? I think it was see how she moved in the beginning. You know, it's like you know, so like when you see stuff like that, I'm like, wow, this is a show. Yeah. You know, like this is some of the scenes in here, dare I say, are some of the best scenes even overseeing the movies. Like from this trailer. You know, even the Balin and the one with the red lightsaber, man, he looks like he's a dude I want to see. Thrawn, man, he didn't say anything.
Nope.
He just looked.
But you knew.
He just looked.
But you knew.
Hey, when you saw that face, you were like,
oh, glimpse, and you like, oh, that's Thrawn. You knew what to expect.
So this is gonna be this. You know what's gonna be the only bad thing for this show?
I know what the only bad thing, and that is we're losing a guy.
We're losing the guy.
Yeah. That's not that's the worst thing.
That's the worst. I said one of the bad things. I guess I said the only bad thing. One of the bad things. It's probably gonna be 6 episodes. You know,
that's also
thanks for ruining everything.
And so that's the thing. So it opens with 2 episodes. It's a 2-episode opener. So if it's a 6-episode or 8-episode series, which is what they do, you're a quarter of the way done the first weekend.
Hey, listen, I'm okay if they release all the episodes. I'm good with that.
Lars Mikkelsen plays Admiral Thrawn, and he looks the part. He looks the part. He looks great. You know, he's got good acting genes in the family, so it should come good.
What's the voice? How's the voice? How should his voice sound?
Oh, I don't know. I can't do it.
Should it have an accent? Should it have an accent? He looks like he has like an evil accent, whatever that sounds.
He does look like he does.
You know, it's I don't know.
No facial expressions.
Here's what I know. Yeah, exactly. Here's what I'm going to say. The cast of characters that they have, or the story that they built around the cast of characters that they have, looks to be incredible. The dynamics between the characters look really good. The acting looks spot on. The action looks spot on, and you get more characters that aren't like I don't want to
mainstream.
Yeah, they're yes and no. I'm not talking about that. What I'm talking about is they're characters that could be mainstream, but they're not. They have a depth of them that you go, ooh, who's that?
Yeah,
but you've never heard of them. It seems to be that they're laying down a foundation for the future, but one of the actors, sadly passed away recently. So, so you lose somebody. Now I don't know how it ends in the show, but nevertheless, we're going to get shortchanged somewhere along the line.
We will, and that is unfortunate. But I think that they'll fill it with something, because they'll find a way to get this show. I hope that they're going to see that this needs to have a second season, and a third possibly, because this is actually taking place around the time of Mandalorian, and so we might even see some crossover stuff. But I got to tell you, I think that one of the best fits for me, I don't even know who this actor is, but it's Iman Esfandi. He's the guy who plays Ezra Bridger. Looking to your point, Moose, because when you said that, I was thinking the same thing. Looking at him to the actual character, man, I feel like I'm watching the character, and so that's what brings it home for you to see those things.
To see all these characters from Star Wars with Hera and Bridger and Sabine, like all that solidifies what world you're in, and I love it. I think they're gonna do a great job.
How about the conversation between Ahsoka and Sabine when she goes, Anakin never got to finish my training, and she goes, and I walked away from him just like I walked away from Sabine. Like I mean that like wow, like
that's
so
huge.
this to your point, right? That's foundation right there. That's the Skywalker saga is done, right?
Yeah.
You can always go back to say classic, this started it all, and this is that. But that's what it is.
Don't undersell it because that's what started it all.
Yeah. I know. I'm not trying to undersell it, but what I'm saying is that. But now you look at it, and we love the Skywalker saga for what it brings and the foundation, all that stuff. Now, when you look at this stuff,
it doesn't matter. It's not going anywhere in my mind.
Yeah. But when you look at this new stuff, though, it's like, oh man, this is the new school crew. It's like, and it makes me want more. I guess is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and this is what we were talking about just a minute ago with X-Men and with Infinity, is that this is what we want. We have the original Star Wars saga that's going to be there forever, and we love it. Now, don't change any of that. Keep it the way that it is.
Right.
Now we're moving to something else as part of it, which will
create something new.
That's exactly right.
You're going to be successful.
Yep.
No different than The Mandalorian. I mean, you created something new. You didn't have to change anything.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't have to go back and change a character. No, just create a new character. We'll love it. Put him into the universe that he fits in. Make it make sense. Create a new storyline. Offshoot here, offshoot there. Follow the rabbit holes, and then you're good. You're good. You'll be fine. And that's how I feel about it.
Well, listen to the fans as you go down those rabbit holes and stuff, and pepper them in. No, we've said it time and time again. Dave Filoni knows what the fans want. Yeah. I mean, this guy, this is his project, his baby, right? And it's all going to come to a head with that Mandalorian movie that they're going to make or whatever that's going to call.
Yeah. Well, we're excited. I'm excited to see it. Ahsoka is going to be. The special effects look amazing in this. I mean, I don't know how you can get any better, honestly. Like,
I know how.
It's any movie.
Ahsoka in the house.
Listen, join us next week. We'll still have more stuff on our way to 400.
I was just leaving.
Nerd alert, nerd alert, nerd alert, nerd alert.
You've been listening to Podcast for Sci-Fi with Moose, Game God, and Magic Mike. Nerds have more fun. If it's anything sci-fi, we're talking about it. We had fun, and we hope you did too. We have to split, but we'll be back soon. In the meantime, hit us up at podcast4sci-fi.com. This is Podcast for Sci-Fi, where all things sci-fi come to life. Come to life.